Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Talk English Freely. It's great to see you again.
Hey there, thanks for joining us today. We're happy you're here.
How are you doing today, Brian?
I'm doing pretty well, thanks. How about you, Jessica?
I'm good. Actually, I'm really looking forward to this weekend.
Oh yeah? Do you have special plans?
Not really, but just the idea of the weekend makes me happy. 2 days to relax and do whatever I want.
I know what you mean. The weekend is always something to look forward to.
Exactly. And speaking of weekends, that's actually our topic today.
That's right. Today we're gonna talk about weekends, what we do on weekends, how we spend our free time. I'm Brian.
I'm Jessica.
Okay, everyone. I'm Brian, and this is Jessica.
Yes, and today we're talking about weekends. Everyone loves weekends, right? It's when we can take a break from work or school. We can do the things we enjoy.
Exactly. Weekends are so important for our mental health. We need that time to rest and recharge. During the week, we're busy with work and responsibilities. But on weekends, we can finally relax.
Right. So today we're just going to have a casual chat about weekends, what we like to do, how we spend our time. Maybe talk about perfect weekends versus reality.
Yeah, and while you listen to us talk, you're improving your English naturally. That's the whole point of this channel. No grammar lessons, no vocabulary tests, just natural conversation.
Exactly. So if you're new here, welcome to Talk English Freely. This is a place where you can learn English just by listening. We talk about everyday topics that everyone can relate to.
And if you enjoy this kind of content, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us grow this channel.
Yes, please do. And leave a like if you enjoyed today's conversation. Every like means so much to us.
It really does. Your support keeps us motivated to make more videos.
All right, so before we dive into the main topic, let me ask you, Brian, what are you doing this weekend? Do you have any plans?
This weekend? Let me think. I don't have anything special planned, actually. Probably just gonna relax at home. Maybe catch up on some reading. What about you?
I'm meeting some friends for brunch on Saturday. Other than that, nothing planned. I might just stay home and watch movies.
That sounds nice. Sometimes the best weekends are the ones with no plans.
I agree, just going with the flow. All right, everyone, let's talk about weekends. So, Brian, let me start with a simple question. What do you usually do on weekends? Like, what's a typical weekend for you?
Well, it really depends on the weekend. Some weekends I'm really active and go out a lot. Other weekends I just stay home and do nothing. I guess on a typical weekend, I try to balance both. On Saturday morning, I usually sleep in a bit. Then maybe I'll go to the gym or for a run.
Oh, you exercise on weekends too? I thought you only exercised during the week.
I try to exercise on weekends, yeah, but it's more relaxed than during the week. During the week, I have to wake up early and exercise before work. But on weekends, I can take my time. I can go for a longer run or try different exercises. After exercising, I usually grab breakfast somewhere. Maybe go to a cafe and have a nice leisurely breakfast.
That sounds really nice. I love a good weekend breakfast. What do you do after breakfast?
After breakfast, it depends. Sometimes I'll run errands that I couldn't do during the week, like grocery shopping, going to the shopping mall, that kind of stuff. Or sometimes I'll meet up with friends. We might go see a movie or just hang out somewhere. In the evening, I might cook dinner at home or go out to a restaurant.
So, you're pretty active on Saturdays. What about Sundays? Do you do a lot on Sundays too?
Sundays are usually more relaxed for me. I use Sunday to prepare for the week ahead. I'll do laundry, clean my apartment, meal prep for the week. Boring stuff, but it needs to be done. And I try to go to bed early on Sunday night, so I'm ready for Monday morning.
That makes sense. Sunday is like the transition day back to the work week.
What about you, Jessica? What do you usually do on weekends?
My weekends are pretty similar to yours, actually. On Saturday mornings, I also sleep in as much as possible. I love sleeping in on weekends. It's one of my favorite things. After I wake up, I usually just relax at home for a while. Maybe have a slow breakfast, drink coffee, check my phone.
Do you exercise on weekends?
Not really, to be honest. I know I should, but weekends are my rest time. I spend the whole week working, so on weekends, I just want to relax. Sometimes I'll go for a walk in the park, but that's about it.
That's okay. Everyone needs to rest in their own way. What do you do after your slow morning?
Well, it depends on the weekend. Sometimes I'll meet friends for lunch or coffee. We'll catch up, chat about our week, just spend time together. Other times I'll go shopping, maybe browse some stores. Or I don't always buy things. Sometimes I just like to look around.
Window shopping?
Exactly. It's relaxing to just walk around and look at things. And if I see something I really like, then maybe I'll buy it. But I don't go shopping with the intention of spending money.
I get that. It's more about the activity than actually buying stuff. What do you do in the evenings?
In the evenings, I usually just stay home. I might watch a movie or a TV show, or I'll read a book if I'm in the mood. Sometimes I'll cook a nice dinner for myself, something I wouldn't have time to make during the week.
Like what kind of food?
Maybe a more complicated pasta dish or a stir fry with lots of vegetables. During the week, I usually make quick and simple meals, but on weekends, I have time to cook something more interesting. It's enjoyable to spend time in the kitchen when I'm not rushed.
That sounds really nice. Taking time to cook properly. What about Sundays? Are your Sundays different from Saturdays?
Yeah, Sundays are usually quieter for me. On Sundays, I do all the boring adult stuff: laundry, cleaning, organizing things around the house. I also like to plan my week ahead, check my calendar, see what I have coming up.
So Sunday is preparation day.
So Sunday is preparation day.
Oh, I hate that feeling. When Sunday evening comes and you realize the weekend is almost over, it's such a sad feeling.
I know, Sunday evening is the worst. You start thinking about work and everything you have to do. The weekend freedom is ending.
Yeah, that Sunday night anxiety is real. Do you get that feeling too?
All the time. Even if I had a great weekend and got enough rest, Sunday evening still feels a bit sad. It's like, goodbye freedom, hello responsibilities.
Exactly. Now, let me ask you this. Do you prefer staying home on weekends or going out?
That's a good question. I think it depends on my mood and how tired I am. If I had a really busy and stressful week, I prefer staying home. I just want to be in my comfortable space and not deal with crowds. But if I had a normal week, I enjoy going out sometimes.
So it varies week to week.
Yeah, exactly. Some weekends I'm a total homebody. I barely leave my apartment except to get food. Other weekends I'm more social and active. It just depends on how I'm feeling.
I'm similar. Some weekends I'm full of energy and want to do things. Other weekends I just want to stay in bed all day. Do you ever feel guilty about doing nothing on weekends?
Oh my gosh, yes. Sometimes I spend the whole weekend at home doing nothing productive. And then Sunday evening comes and I feel like I wasted my weekend. Like I should have done more, seen more people, been more active.
I get that feeling too. It's like, the weekend is precious free time. And if you don't do something meaningful with it, you feel like you wasted an opportunity.
Exactly. But then I try to remind myself that rest is also important. Sometimes doing nothing is exactly what you need. It's not a waste if it helps you recharge.
That's true. We put too much pressure on ourselves, like weekends have to be productive or exciting, but sometimes the best thing you can do is just rest.
Right, not every weekend needs to be an adventure. Sometimes staying home in your pajamas all day is perfect.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you about plans. Do you usually plan your weekends in advance, or do you just see what happens?
I'm definitely more of a spontaneous person. I rarely plan my weekends in advance. I might have one or two things scheduled, like meeting a friend, but mostly I just see how I feel when the weekend arrives.
So you go with the flow.
Yeah, pretty much. I like having that flexibility. If I wake up Saturday morning and feel like going out, I'll go out. If I feel like staying home, I'll stay home. What about you, Brian? Do you plan your weekends?
I'm more of a planner, I think. I like having at least a rough idea of what I'm gonna do. Not every hour scheduled or anything, but maybe one or two main activities planned. Like, this Saturday I'm gonna see a movie. Or, this Sunday, gonna visit my parents.
So you like having some structure.
Yeah, I find it helps me actually do things. If I don't plan anything, I'll just end up staying home and doing nothing, which is fine sometimes. But if I want to be productive or social, I need to plan it in advance.
That makes sense. You're more of an organized person. I'm more chaotic and spontaneous.
Ha, yeah, we're different in that way. But both approaches work. There's no right or wrong way to spend your weekend.
Absolutely, everyone is different. Now, let me ask you this. Do you prefer spending weekends alone or with other people?
That's interesting. I think I need a balance of both. I enjoy spending time with friends and being social, but I also need alone time to recharge. So ideally, I'll see friends one day and have alone time the other day. What about you?
I'm similar. I enjoy both, but I definitely need some alone time. I'm kind of introverted, so being around people all the time is exhausting. Even if I love those people, I still need time by myself.
Yeah, I understand that. Even extroverts need alone time sometimes. It's important to have that quiet time to yourself.
Exactly. Some of my best weekends are when I have a good balance. Maybe Saturday I'll be social and see friends. Then Sunday, I'll stay home alone and just relax.
That sounds perfect. Balance is key, okay? Here's another question. What's your idea of a perfect weekend? Like, if you could design the ideal weekend, what would it be?
That's a fun question. Let me think about this. My perfect weekend would start with sleeping in until at least 9 or 10. No alarms, just waking up naturally when my body is ready. Then I'd have a delicious breakfast, maybe pancakes or French toast.
That sounds great. So far.
Then maybe I'd go for a walk in nice weather. Not exercise, just a pleasant walk in the park or by the water. In the afternoon, I'd meet friends for lunch at a nice restaurant. Somewhere with good food and a relaxed atmosphere. We'd talk and laugh for hours.
What about the evening?
In the evening, I'd go home and have some quiet time. Maybe take a bath, read a book, watch a favorite movie. Just total relaxation with no obligations. Then Sunday would be similar, but more low-key. Just a peaceful day at home with no stress.
That does sound perfect. Very balanced between social time and alone time. For me, the perfect weekend would be a bit more active. I'd start with a good workout or a long run, then a healthy breakfast at a nice cafe. In the afternoon, maybe do something outdoors, like hiking or going to the beach.
Oh, so you're more outdoorsy than me.
Yeah, I like being outside when the weather is nice. Then in the evening, maybe have dinner with friends, try a new restaurant or cook together at someone's house. Sunday would be more relaxed. Maybe read, watch sports, just chill, but still get outside for a bit.
Your perfect weekend sounds much more energetic than mine, but that fits your personality. You're more active and outdoorsy. I'm more of a homebody.
Yeah, we definitely have different styles. But that's what makes us interesting. Everyone has their own idea of what makes a good weekend.
Absolutely. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever had a weekend that was truly perfect? Like everything went exactly right?
Let me think. Yeah, actually I have. It was last summer, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. On Saturday, I went hiking with some friends. The weather was absolutely perfect. Sunny, but not too hot. We had such a great time, laughing and enjoying nature.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, and then that evening we had a barbecue. We cooked food, sat outside, talked until late. It was just really nice and relaxed. Sunday I spent alone, reading and relaxing. It was the perfect balance. I felt so refreshed after that weekend.
That does sound perfect. Those are the weekends you remember forever. For me, I had a perfect weekend last year. I went to visit my friend in another city. We spent the whole weekend just catching up and exploring.
Oh, That sounds fun. What city?
She lives in Boston, so I went there for the weekend. We walked around the city, visited museums, ate great food. At night, we stayed up late talking like we used to in college. It was just so nice to have that quality time with a good friend.
Those kinds of weekends are special when you really connect with people and make memories.
Exactly. It wasn't fancy or expensive, but it was perfect. Just good company and good experiences.
That's what matters most. Not what you do, but who you're with. Okay, let me ask you about something else. Do you ever feel pressure to make your weekends interesting or exciting, like from social media or other people?
Oh my gosh, yes, I definitely feel that sometimes. I'll see people posting photos of their amazing weekend adventures, traveling, going to concerts, doing all these exciting things. And I'm just sitting at home in my pajamas watching TV.
Yeah, social media can make you feel bad.
Right, it's like everyone else is living their best life, and you're just being boring. But then I have to remind myself that social media isn't real life.
Exactly. People only post the highlights. They don't post about the boring parts. Like, they post the fun dinner photo, but they don't post about doing laundry all day.
Exactly! Everyone's life is mostly ordinary and boring. But social media makes it look like everyone's life is exciting all the time. It's not realistic.
Not at all. I try not to compare my weekends to other people's. Everyone is different. What makes me happy might be boring to someone else, and that's okay.
That's such a healthy attitude. I need to remember that more often. My quiet weekend at home is just as valid as someone else's exciting trip.
Absolutely. There's no right way to spend your weekend, as long as you're doing what makes you happy.
Right. And sometimes, what makes me happy is doing absolutely nothing.
Nothing wrong with that. Rest is important. Okay, here's my last question before we wrap up. If you had a 3-day weekend, what would you do differently?
Oh, a 3-day weekend would be amazing. I love when there's a long weekend. I think having that extra day makes such a big difference. With 3 days, I feel like I can actually rest and do things.
How so?
Well, with 2 days, I always feel rushed. Like I need to cram everything into Saturday and Sunday. But with 3 days, I can use 1 day for errands and chores, 1 day for social activities and fun, and 1 day for complete rest.
That makes sense. 3 days gives you more flexibility. What would your ideal 3-day weekend look like?
I think I'd spend the first day catching up on life stuff, cleaning, laundry, grocery shopping, all the boring things. The second day, I'd be social and active, see friends, go out, do something fun. And the third day, I'd just relax completely. Stay home, watch movies, read, just decompress.
That sounds perfect. You'd end the weekend feeling accomplished and rested.
Exactly. What about you, Brian? How would you spend a 3-day weekend?
I'd probably use the extra day to do something special, like take a day trip somewhere, go to a nearby town or nature spot, something I can't usually do in a normal weekend, or maybe use it to start a project I've been thinking about.
Like what kind of project?
Maybe organize my apartment, or start learning something new. With 3 days, I'd feel like I have enough time to both rest and be productive. 2 days always feels too short.
I completely agree. 2 days goes by so fast. You blink and suddenly it's Sunday evening again.
Right, and then you have that sinking feeling like, oh no, work tomorrow.
Ugh, I hate that feeling. Okay, I think we've talked about weekends pretty thoroughly.
Yeah, we covered a lot today. What we do. Perfect weekends. 3-day weekends.
And now I'm really looking forward to this weekend.
Me too, even though we don't have special plans.
Sometimes the best weekends are the simple ones.
Exactly.
Well, everyone, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for listening to us talk about weekends.
Yeah, thanks for being here and spending time with us.
If you enjoyed this conversation, please give us a like. It really helps us out.
And subscribe if you haven't already. We make videos like this regularly. Just natural conversations about everyday topics.
In our next video, we'll talk about something different. Another topic from everyday life.
So make sure you're subscribed.
And if you have any topic ideas, leave a comment below. Tell us what you want to hear us talk about.
We love getting suggestions from you. It helps us know what content you enjoy.
All right, everyone, enjoy your weekend. Whatever you end up doing, we hope it's restful and enjoyable.
Yeah, whether you're being super active or doing nothing at all. Both are great.
Remember, there's no wrong way to spend your weekend.
Do what makes you happy. Rest when you need to. Be social when you want to.
And don't compare your weekend to anyone else's.
Your weekend is perfect just the way it is.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.